everyone, today our the brand new series just dropped on Netflix. It's called Soulmate, and this series centers around two characters. One name is Rio. He's from Japan, and Johan, and he's from Korea. Both of these people, they meet in Berlin, where we see the show starts with Rio. He kind of like a friend with one guy. The show starts with, and that guy tell Rio that he really likes him. And after Rio, when he hears this, he basically runs away from that guy, and he goes to Berlin, where one day in a church fire, he was about to be killed there in the fire. We see the show starts with Johan. He basically saves him from the fire, and later on Rio and Johan, they become very good friend in this show. Then the show goes from there. So this show, I see a lot of people are really excited to see this. I think a lot of people also expecting this to be a gay romance show. So this show, it isn't like a straightforward, I will say, gay romance show. This is still, I felt like overall the series is about their friendship and how much they care about each other, and how they, this story tells the story in 10 years time. You see a lot of stuff happening in the backsplash scene, how Rio, he left Korea and Japan to be here, and how they're trying to settle down, and then they later on they go back and everything. So this show has a lot of plot going on. So it isn't a straightforward love story about these two guys. It isn't like that. But it's mainly about, these two friends and how their friendship grow into this love at the end, I suppose. That's how it ends. So overall, I thought this show really shocked me. If I'm being honest, really surprised me how it was done. It does have a lot of twist and turn. As an audience, you are like, oh wow, it does have a lot of emotion to it. As a show, it done really good job, especially the Rio, his point of view. The show, how it captured his, how he was really shamed, leaving that friend when told him, I like you, and he just ran away. That feel, how he carried throughout the series, it was quite good, very well done. The emotional, the feel you get watching this. And Johan, who is this boxer, end of the day, Johan's character is very tough guy, and he also done good job. Although I don't understand how this character were talking to each other. I don't understand that. Because I was watching it both version, and I see they're talking to each other in same language. Are they from same country or not? I'm really confused. Then of course I have to switch to the dub version. But it's still, these two characters are from these two countries. One is from Japan, one is from Korea. That is the characters are from. But maybe these two actors can talk in Japanese language, maybe, because they're talking to each other in Japanese, I think. He said, oh, do you guys speak English? Then start talking or understanding each other. So that was what? I didn't get that. If you know that, let me know in the comment. So Johan's character, he goes through also a lot of twist and turn. He's this boxer and everything. Then he goes back to be with Rio, and he was carrying this secret inside him all this time. And watching in the last episode, I just oh wow, it was so shocking. It definitely leaves on very shocking ends, I will say. And also there is another character, what was her name, I forgot. She is also kind of between them. So this is a three friends story you are watching. That's what I understood watching this show. So this show is not what it seems, honestly. It really brings a lot of emotion, and the way it was done maybe will leave some people unsatisfied, I feel because why it isn't straightforward love story. I was also confused end of it, why you are not telling full love story. We're watching friendship, then love, then the secret. I don't know how I felt end of it. Felt very not justified for the show you are watching. I felt like the show creator, he didn't commit fully in this show's story. You know what I mean? Like that will make a lot of people feel unsatisfied. But same time, it is trying to tell story about, like in that age, the teenager age, and he's kind of like this closet gay person. So how he would feel when he hears something this. That's what the show tried to capture, that feel about it. But we have come far away, you know what I mean? That is my point personally, like why we are watching this, like although I do get it, like a story like this exists, but I'm just here like, why we are watching closet gay story? Like, why aren't you telling the full story? So that's why I felt end of it, or maybe that's how they tell this kind of story. I'm not sure, if I'm being honest. I'm not used to seeing this kind of stories. I'm just giving my honest opinion. If you disagree, let me know in the comment. What did you feel watching this show? I felt personally that, whoa, like why it isn't more clear cut. Then again, this is, I guess it's more about the guilt he felt and getting over it, and Zohan kind of helped him and he helped Zohan, and everything, how it, like everything worked out. Yeah, at the end it was very sad scene, I guess, when Zohan, he did get injured end of it, and he was like in this wheelchair. So this show really throws a lot of emotion toward the audience, end of it. You do feel really, really emotional for both of these characters. Both of these characters are very likable, I will say. Especially Zohan, he's a little tougher, and Rio is a little softer guy. That he feels all of this. Rio is really liked by a lot of people, all these women like him and everything. This was a really interesting take, I must say. That I was like really surprised how it was done. I did felt very emotional end of it. I was just like, wow. Although I did like overall watch it. As I'm saying all these things, I still overall really like this show. I'm just saying, like, point of view, one, like the gay person watching it, how would they feel if it's not a full love story? And this is kind of made for everyone to watch, you know what I mean? Which can leave some people unsatisfied. That's why I'm saying this, I guess. But overall, this was very good show. What am I talking? It's really worth watching if you like this kind of show. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this series? If you enjoyed this review, don't share the reviews on other show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.